Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline and today is day 19 of my 31 day upload commitment on YouTube. And so far, truck. So far that's what it's been, okay? The sounds in the background, just lifing around me and making these videos. And you know what? So it is, let it be. Because the only thing that I knew for sure when I started this commitment was that I was committing come hell or high waters, which is not necessarily the best thing, because ideally you give quality content to people. And so with the noises in the back, and sometimes the lighting is not the best. Sometimes I have to film from my room, and it's just not the best lighting, and there's a lot of sounds because the kitchen is right behind my room. Anyways, all these things that don't necessarily make it the best setup for me to give you best quality content. But I knew from the get-go this was not my intention to make perfect videos. I just knew I wanted to commit. So here I am committing no matter what's happening, and hopefully you hear me and you get the message of whatever it is that I talk about in my videos. So day 19, here we are. And in today's video, I would like to talk about how do you speak to yourself or about yourself. Yesterday morning, I had a very interesting conversation with my boo, and I just reflected a lot after that conversation on the words that we say about ourselves. And sometimes it's not even to intentionally be mean towards ourselves, because we don't think of it with that type of energetic weight. For instance, you're trying to do something, you can't figure it out, and you're like, oh, I'm so stupid. Like, you say it lightly, but deep down, when you think about it, saying these types of words on and on and on about yourself to yourself will impact you, because it's almost as if you planted a seed. You just threw a seed out there, like with no intention of it growing anything. But the more you repeat those types of words, it's like pouring water over those seeds, and over time they will grow into something, and they might affect different aspects of your life, and they might even forge a belief about yourself that came from innocently saying, I'm stupid here and there, or I can't do this, or I can't do this type of thing, I'm not strong enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not knowledgeable enough, those types of thoughts. And when you have these thoughts and you express them with your words, I like to think of it like in the Bible. I'm not Christian, but I was raised in a Christian household. So there's a lot of information from the Bible that, I see how it makes sense. I can see how it can apply in different aspects of our lives, or how there's symbolism, or there's a deeper meaning, a metaphysical meaning behind certain stories or that it shares with us. So when at the beginning in Genesis, God just spoke life into being. It wasn't God doing things, it was God just speaking things into existence. And it just makes you reflect on the power of the word, the power of our words, of what we say, what we express. And your words can create life. And on the flip side, your words can create destruction, and your words can damn people or yourself. Your words can really have an impact, either positive or negative, on yourself or onto others. especially the more you repeat them. It becomes like a muscle, you know, it's a mental muscle. And now you're strong in saying, like, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not capable enough to do this or do that. You say that when you're young, and then you keep repeating it into your teens. Next thing you know, you keep repeating it into your grown-up years, your adult years, and it just becomes part of you without you even noticing that you maybe unintentionally did that to yourself. You think, oh, well, that's just me. No, not necessarily. Maybe it's just a conditioning, or you simply were raised in circumstances in an environment where nobody caught you on that to tell you, hey, don't say that about yourself. If you don't know something, you don't have to say you're stupid. You can just say, oh, I don't know this, you know, but I can learn. Show me, or let me go find information, let me go read, let me go study, and I'll know. You know, if it really interests me, I can find out. You know what I'm saying? So how can we switch those thoughts that we have about ourselves, our capabilities, and just transmute them, just shifting, turning the dial a little higher so that we can transform these negative or low vibrational energy words or thoughts we have about ourselves into something higher or more positive. And there's one thing about the conscious and subconscious mind that we have to be aware of, is that the subconscious mind is very strong. It's very deep rooted within you. And therefore, if you approach your subconscious mind with information that it knows for itself to not be true, it will offer a lot of resistance. You'll face a wall. For instance, if you say, I'm not strong enough to do a certain posture in yoga, or I'm not strong enough to lift these weights. And even though, okay, at this very moment, maybe you don't have the physical strength required to do a posture or to lift weights or whatever it is, there's no point in telling yourself, oh, I'm strong enough, and then try and do it. Your subconscious mind is gonna say, no, you're not. And then your body's gonna follow through and say, see, no, we're not. But one thing that we can do while we're shifting that inner dialogue is to offer suggestions to our subconscious mind. It will be more open to receiving that type of information. I call it the gray area. So let's say if we use that same example, you say, okay, I'm not strong enough to do this posture in yoga. Okay, what if instead of saying that, we say, I'm not strong enough yet, or let me work on whatever it is I need to do in order to be strong enough to do that posture. You see what I mean? You see the nuance? Your subconscious mind will be more open to receiving and accepting that information. Your body will follow suit and will open up more to the possibility of making that happen, of moving forward in that direction of it's possible versus we can't do it at all, you know, a complete no. So what if we also use that in different spheres of our life? Wherever you feel that you speak down on yourself, or you have a more negative mindset, or I don't know if you can say that in English, defeatist? I don't know if, oh, sorry, I speak French, okay, so sometimes I just translate words, not knowing if it's an actual English word or not. But if you always beat down on yourself, can you, one, become aware of when you do speak to yourself like that or think of yourself in that way? And number two, can you offer a suggestion to your own self that, hey, at this very moment, this is a challenge. However, I can work on shifting this from I'm not capable at this very moment, but if I do the work, if I find out the information, if I do what I gotta do, it opens up the doors to me possibly achieving that posture, or doing that thing, or having that business, or making this much money, or finding financial freedom, moving to another country, having the career of my dreams, finding the love of my life, etc. Truck. you know what? I think this is a good time for me to just stop. We're at 10 minutes already, so yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave it on that. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. How do you speak to yourself and about yourself? And I would even go as far as, can you take time here and there, not all the time, but here and there, can you journal these thoughts? And judgment-free zone here. Just, okay, you know what? Today I thought this of myself, or I said that about myself. I spoke negatively about myself, or I looked at my body and thought, I'm not sexy, I'm not good looking, or you know, oh, I'm not capable to do this work, or I'm not smart enough to go back to school and get a degree in this or that. Just write it down, and then once you have it down, maybe on one column you have those statements, and then in the next one, a transmuted version of those statements where you open up the doors to the possibilities of you being able to achieve, accomplish, or be what it is that you desire, which is opposite to what you stated before. And then whenever you catch yourself saying something like, oh, I'm too stupid, I'm so stupid. Oh, wait, pause. I don't have that information right now. I'm not knowledgeable on this at this moment. Let me do some research. Let me find out. See what I mean? Just that little shift. Every day, moment to moment, whenever you notice, pause, shift, transmute the thought, and then after some time, just notice the changes in how you speak about yourself or to yourself. You can even journal that and watch. Promise you, there will be a transformation. If you do that maybe for 30 days at least, you have to give it some time. But try and see, how does it make me feel differently about myself, one, and two, do you notice changes in your life or in how you approach things, how you do things? How does this positively affect you? And let me know in the comments. I've done that for myself in my life many years ago, and still to this day, every time it's like peeling an onion, there's always a layer that comes off. So you work on one thought, on one belief system, okay, and the next thing you know, oh, there's something that was a little deeper. Let me work on that, transmute it, okay, something deeper, and you just keep going. And sometimes just one thought or one belief transmuted into something different will positively impact a whole lot of other thoughts and belief systems that you may have had. That was the root cause, and then by healing that, by transmuting that, you've transmuted a whole bunch of other thoughts, thought patterns, behavioral patterns, and belief systems that you have that were not serving you in a positive way. Okay, that's it, enough. I'm going to do my yoga asanas practice and just full joy my day. So on that note, I let you go, and I will see you tomorrow.